Oh, hello and welcome. Thanks for stopping by and welcome to the first edition of Sound Jokes. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to be telling jokes, jokes I wrote, and I'll tell the joke for today, and then after that, I'll explain some other plans I have for the channel. There is some crude humor to a lot of my jokes, so if that's not your thing, you might want to leave. But if you do enjoy good humor and jokes, I think you're in the right place. So let me go ahead and get along with the joke, and then after that, I'll explain some of my plans to do with the channel. All right, the joke today is called the fart joke. And it's not like anything like you think it is. What it is when I was younger, my dad would play a game called the fart game. He taught my older brother and I to play it. It's where you would go out into public and you would fart somewhere and you would try to blame it on somebody else or something else. If you successfully do that, you gain a point. If you get 100 points, you get to go to heaven. So in this game, there was also a thing my dad called a freebie. That's where, like, if somebody else gave you the answer to get your point, that's called a freebie. So, like, an example would be like, say you're riding around with your friend, you fart in the car and you try to blame it on him. You say, hey, was that you? And he goes, no, man, I killed a deer the other day. You're probably smelling that. Boom, that's a freebie. He gave you the answer. You didn't have to do anything. So, the other day, I got probably the best freebie I've ever had. I was at a friend of the family had passed away, and we were at the viewing. So I was, standing there in the viewing and felt a little bit of the devil's breath creeping down to my pooper. So I steeped out a real nasty one in there and immediately started trying to look, for an excuse or to blame it on somebody. And that's when I heard it, my freebie. Behind me and to the right, about 3 feet, a 6-year-old child started crying. I turned around and looked, and the mom leaned down to console him and was like, honey, I told you we're going to get through this. We'll make it. Everything's going to be fine. To which the kid said, yeah, I know, mommy. I'm just sad because I can smell daddy's dead body. Boom. That's a freebie right there. Probably the best one I've ever seen. That's number 42 if anybody's keeping count out there. But that's the joke for today. I'm just going to tell one joke for today because I'm going to explain some stuff about the channel. And like I said, I'll probably try to post pretty often in the beginning and put out as many of these as I can so that it's not a lot of time between them. Some of my plans for the future are to make a video in the future of showing you guys who my favorite comedians are and why. Maybe I'll do some on my favorite jokes that I've heard and stuff like that, and besides just my own jokes. But I'll separate those shows from the other shows of just doing, my own jokes. And I'm also going to do some impressions of comedians and jokes that I think they would use or that I would possibly write for somebody like that. Some of them are a little strange, but a lot of different things. I got a lot of ideas. I got a lot of jokes. I will always tell when I use somebody else's joke if I know who did it. If I don't, I'll just say I don't know who did it. It's just a joke I heard. I don't want Joe Rogan coming after me. I'm not Amy Schumer or anybody like that. So that's what's going to happen, and I hope you guys enjoy. None of them will be too long. Some of the jokes are kind of story jokes. Most of them are shorter. If they're too short, I'll do multiple jokes in one sitting. But that's what I'm planning on doing. So hopefully you enjoy, and if you like the joke, hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.